I want to talk about this mess real quick. Now, whenever you start introducing HTML and JavaScript or HTML in your JavaScript files, things are going to get messy. And I even Google searched after this, after that last lesson to see if there were better alternatives than kind of what I'm doing here. And, it doesn't matter how creative some of these people have for their HTML and JavaScript answers. When you start doing stuff like this, it's not really there's no like clean answer. So when you get to a situation like this, you really have three options. You can either deal with it, which is totally fine. I mean, we're building something interactive and learning. It's completely okay to do this for now. You can use a template engine, which I'm just going to not even really go into at all. Google search it, look into it. They exist to kind of make doing things like this easier. And then I would say the last option is it's time to move on. So if you're getting to this level or a little bit further, maybe look into Angular, React, Vue, and those other ones. It's probably time where you're creating more work, trying to get it to work with jQuery than it would be to do it with those other frameworks. With that being said, if you do have to deal with it, I don't want you to think this is your only option. I'll show you kind of a creative alternative, which is going back to this template tag. I'm going to give it an ID of Twitter template. And what I'll do is this nice little trick workaround here. So we're going to create our own kind of super quick and kind of ghetto template engine. And what we'll do is call this who. And we're just going through here and replacing our values that need to be changed out. So now what I can do is I can say var tweet HTML is equal to the Twitter template. Make sure that's what it's called, Twitter template HTML. So if I would log this, let's see what it looks like. Log it, refresh, and you can see the tweets in the sidebar here were updated with the template brackets. And then our HTML is a string, which we have access to that got logged 3 times per the loop. So we could just do kind of a trick here where we could say, hey, tweet HTML is equal to the tweet HTML, replace the text with the actual text. And let's run this and see if that even works. It does, and you can kind of see what I did was I just ran through, I turned this into a string, and then I just did a string replace with text with the text from the actual tweet. Now, I mean, this isn't perfect, but it does work. And I can just do this for who, and I could do this for the last one, which was when. I'm going to hit save here, update, and it looks like we're not quite there. Oh, I called it date. We could call this when. And it looks like it is updating the URLs here. They're updating. But the problem is that it only updated once. And that's just because that's how string replace works. So I'm going to run string replace twice, refresh, and now it works. There's ways to get string replace, this helper JavaScript method, to kind of work multiple times. I think it's something like that. I'm not going to look into it right now. And I just want to let you know, like, this is an example of kind of a super kind of quick and ghetto template engine if you do have to deal with it. That's all there is to this. Go on to the next lesson. And what we'll do is cover how to get this from a third-party source, such as like an AJAX request, so that we're dealing with an actual environment versus just this kind of fake dummy data.